he had a very strange and vivid dream. Everyone seemed panicked, and he felt stuck, trapped. There was this super bright light above him before he woke up so confused. About a week later, it hit him for real. He got into a bad car crash. In the ambulance, as he looked up at the ceiling, there it was again. The same crazy bright light, kind of blurred because his eyes were watering. He was strapped down, feeling helpless, just like in the dream. This can happen to anyone, having a dream till it becomes our reality. It's not always the bad things that happen. 3 years ago, after finishing high school, my family and I moved north for university. I needed to go to a southern city for scholarship paperwork, but I had to wait for 4 months. During that wait, I was super excited for a break trip. One night, I dreamt of being in a traditional market corner with 2 friends. It felt like déjà vu, and when I looked up, sunlight created beautiful patterns through that wooden open roof. It was such an aesthetic, dreamy moment, feeling abundant and present. A month later, the same thing happened in real life. The same friends, place and feeling. It was like living my dream again, but this time I knew it was déjà vu from my dream. From then, I was very conscious of my dreams, trying to understand its effect on my reality. I found out that many artists get famous by turning their dreams into art, like Salvador Dali on The Persistence of Memory, Frida Kahlo on The Dream, René Magritte on The Lovers, William Blake on Songs of Innocence and Experience, and Marc Chagall. In simple words, anything exists for a reason. Science and psychology claims that the reason for dreams is to protect us mentally, physically and socially. I agree, but I think it's more than that. So, what is the hidden truth about dreams that even science can't prove? A dream is a succession of images, ideas, emotions and sensations that usually occur involuntarily in the mind during certain stages of sleep. Humans spend about 2 hours dreaming per night, and each dream lasts around 5 to 20 minutes, although the dreamer might perceive the dream as being much longer than this. Everyone has slept at random times in their life, and there were dreams that we forget right after waking up. Some dreams were so deep that we can't ever forget, and sometimes there is no dream, just a straight black screen. So, firstly, what does it take to have a dream? If you don't have scientific knowledge about sleep, you will explain it like this: straight sleep with random dreams in the middle. But actually sleep occurs in cycles. For example, during 8 hours of sleep, there are typically 4 to 5 cycles, each consisting of 4 stages. We don't just get to dreams like that, but our brains and muscles need to pass some stages. Stage 1, when a person first falls asleep, lasts just 1 to 7 minutes. In stage 2, your body relaxes and brain activity slows. It lasts 10 to 25 minutes, taking up about half of your sleep time. In stage 3, it's tough to wake up. Your body fully relaxes and is crucial for physical recovery and growth. It mostly occurs in the first half of the night, lasting 20 to 40 minutes. Now, here is where the magic happens: REM, or rapid eye movement. Your brain is active, almost like when you are awake. Muscles, except those controlling eyes and the breathing, get temporarily paralyzed. This is when you have the most vivid dreams. REM starts about 90 minutes into sleep and lasts 10 to 60 minutes. We remember some dreams because they happen in REM when the brain is fully active and the dream is emotionally intense, or when we wake up in the middle of it as it starts to fade rapidly. Most dreams are forgotten because they happen in non-REM sleep, which includes the first 3 stages. Now we know how we get to dreaming. How can this help us reach our goal? In 2022, a study in scientific reports discovered how our eyes move during dreams and our emotions, specifically during rapid eye movement (REM sleep. They watched people's sleep videos using 2 cameras, one for the face and one for the whole body. In each short video clip, they checked if the person was doing nothing, acting neutral, smiling or laughing, positive behavior, or showing signs of pain, anger or aggression, negative behavior. At the same time, they looked at the eye movements using a special recording. They sorted the eye movements into groups: none, slow, quick movements, or bursts of quick movements. After analyzing the data, they found that the first eye movement was linked to being positive, the second and third were linked to being negative, and the fourth and fifth were linked to just being neutral. You might see this normally, but for me, that was like a hint for something. This positive, negative, and neutral pattern looked like it had something to say. So I asked ChatGPT, where do you recognize this pattern? The first answer briefly says, People often show patterns of positive, negative, and neutral actions. This happens in psychology, stories, and business. In psychology, it's linked to moods and events. Stories use it to make characters interesting. In business, teams go through high and low phases, showing how relationships and marketing can be complex. Yes, it is convincing, but it doesn't have any deep connection in it. So I asked it again, has any philosophy ever mentioned this pattern? And now it seems like we are going somewhere. It said that some philosophical ideas touch on similar concepts. For example, Hegel's dialectics, which refers to the particle dialectical method of argument employed by the 19th century German philosopher Hegel. It's a way of thinking where two conflicting things come together, clash, and then create something new. Nietzsche's eternal recurrence suggests life repeating with moments of joy and suffering, and yin and yang in Chinese philosophy represent the balance of opposite forces. And actually, after I did research on these concepts, I lost everything that I thought was leading to some kind of truth. But something that resonates more than everything is the yin and yang philosophy. Yin is negative, dark and feminine. Yang, positive, bright and masculine. Their interaction is thought to maintain the harmony of the universe and to influence everything within it. That's given me a reason to call the positive to negative to neutral pattern the balance pattern. Let's say, for example, that the most balanced state for a human being is to be between the positive and negative. So, if a person leans more toward the positive state throughout the day, at night they achieve balance while sleeping with more negative dreams. That actually seems more plausible and logical than anything else because the brain's happy and sad hormones might auto-balance themselves while we are at the mercy of a dream. But why do some scenes, like what I've experienced and what you might have experienced, go from a dream to reality? If you saw such an event happen before it happened in reality, it would leave you speechless. You literally just saw the future. That's literally time traveling. So is the future already here and we are just following a plan? Did we open a memory book? Did we bring something from our imagination into the real world just like we wanted? Can we do it again? How do we control it? Every time this question crosses my mind, it leaves an empty space with a genuine I don't know. But deep inside, I feel like I know. But it's more like I don't want to know. The answer is already with each one of us. It's everywhere. I looked back at the previous study. How didn't I see this? How has no one ever mentioned this? It's actually everywhere you look. This balance pattern is in fact a tension and relief pattern. The positive and negative aren't different. Both are a build-up of energy. The neutral is the relief of this energy. This looks so familiar. How did the universe begin? How did we begin? I guess I have the answer now. Do you?